What's up, guys? Nick here from Creative Image, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for you guys. Obviously, you guys follow different photographers on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, Flickr, everything like that. So what I want to do is I want to start doing like the fake series. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an image, I'm going to put it in Lightroom, and I'm going to put it in Photoshop, and I'm going to show you how to fake this photographer or artist's work. So I don't actually know if they're doing it this way, so if you are, I'm sorry. It's just a series just to show you guys what you can achieve just in post-processing without getting the ideal image that you want. So the image we're going to be using today is going to be of the Statue of Liberty. I found it online. It's not my picture, so yeah, bear with me. We're going to be doing Ray Lives. He's on Instagram. His work has been going pretty viral lately. Good for him, you know, it's awesome, it's great stuff, it's really awesome. I don't know if he's doing this technique, if it's real, if it's fake, we'll never know. Who cares? It's his work. So we're getting into this image right now. I'm gonna edit up and I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve his effect. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we are in Lightroom. Like I said, Ray Lives, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but that's his Instagram name. Go check him out on Facebook, go check him out on Instagram. He has really awesome work. Go give him a subscribe, like all his pictures. This is a picture of the Statue of Liberty that I found online. This is what it looked like before I turned it black and white, but his pictures of the Statue of Liberty are predominantly black and white. He does have some color ones. His work is awesome. Go comment on his pictures, tell him he does awesome work. But so once you get your image to where you want it to be, try to have your background a little blown out. So bring your whites really crush them here. Like my highlights are really crushed. This is how it looked originally. So I crushed my highlights for this image, but whatever. All the image is done here. So we're gonna move over to Photoshop where most of the work is going to happen. All right, so now we're in Photoshop. Nothing has been done to the image. You're going to double click on the layer if it's locked and click enter, and that will unlock it. Once you're done with that, now what we need to do is we need to create fake fog. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a new layer. If you're on a Mac, it's Shift Command N, or you can come down here and you can click the new layer button, which is this one right here. We only need one. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your colors are set to black and white over here. And once they're black and white, you're going to come up to Filter, Render, Clouds. This looks like crap, right? It's just really just black and white fuzziness. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower the opacity a lot. And just to give it a really nice fake look, I guess we'll call it. I like that for now. We may adjust it later on, but we're going to leave that like that right now. Now what you're going to do, you're going to head over to google.com and you're going to type in fog PNG. So what a PNG is it's a pre-cut image. So you could search for pretty much anything PNG and you'll probably find one on Google because there's 52,600,000 results just to fog PNGs. And what it is if you click on your image, it's your fog already pre-cut. So what we're going to do is when you find your fog, you're going to go to View Image and it's going to give you this. All you're going to do is you're going to right click and you're going to save image as and save it to wherever you want. I already have it saved. So we're not going to do that. And you could get as many of these as you want and work them into your image. So now that we're back to our layer on Photoshop, we're going to add that fog layer in. So we're going to come into File. You could go to Open if you want. I like doing Place Embedded just because it gives me an idea of how the image is going to look. And you're going to go to your fog layer. So I took multiple ones. I'm going to do this one. And here's our fog layer. It's really drastic. What I'm going to do is, since this is kind of like fog from the top of the sky, we're going to flip it vertically. And it's going to flip it. So now we're going to come down here. And yeah. And now, since it's very blended in with our original fog layer, and it's kind of faint, so look, if I turn our layer off here, you see it here in the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to create a curves adjustment, brightness, and we're going to do those. Make sure you clip it to the layer underneath it. So you do this by holding Alt and clicking in between the layers. And now I'm only editing the fog layer. So let's turn our original layer on and let's play with the fog. So we're going to crush these a little bit. You see that that's a little too much. It looks fake. I say it in all my images. You want it to look as real as possible. And it's a little too much clipping on the whites. But yeah, so here's the before and here's the after, and you're going to play with it until you get the image that you want. I'm going to add a brightness and a contrast on top of that as well, and let's adjust it. So let's add, I don't want it too contrasty because then it looks fake. So just get your good numbers and whatever you want. So in his pictures, his fog is usually coming from like right under her chest and down, and the top of her is kind of open, peeking through the clouds or the fog, whatever you want to call it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to enlarge this bottom fog layer. We're going to make it big, right? Let's make it big just to where it needs to be. Okay, I like that. Just like that. So let me show you without the fog layer and with it on. So now here we have 2 layers. And what we're going to have to do is simple. Since these 2 are pretty much already blended, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge all this stuff except the Statue of Liberty layer. So we're going to make the fog layer its own layer. So we're going to merge layers and look, off, on, and on. Now what we want to do is we want her to appear as if she's peeking through the fog. So we're going to create a layer mask. You could do this by clicking this box right here. It's a square with a little circle out. It says add layer mask, and you click that. What this does is it gives us a way to paint away or add that part of the image. So if we take our black brush, since this is white here, you can erase as much as you want. Just showing you, so when we paint with black on a white, it takes away, so which is pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our black and we're going to take a really small brush, soft. So pick anything around here. This is hard, obviously. You see these soft are these kind of blurry ones. Or you could change the hardness right here of what you want. Okay, now that you have your brush selected, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this so we have room to see. Now we're going to paint on her. Be careful to try not and get the background. So be very precise. Make sure you're zooming into your image here. You can hit the backslash key on your keyboard and it shows you exactly what you are painting. So I like doing that because it shows me what I missed and what I've done already. And yeah, so let's speed through this and you guys will see how it looks as soon as I'm done. Like I said, we're going to be doing the top portion of the Statue of Liberty. You can outline these. Perfect. And there you go. And now the final way I would say to do this is once this is done here, you like the way it is, apply your layer mask. So it adds the stuff we took away to the layer mask. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our paint bucket tool. You're going to right click and you're going to select your gradient tool. And over here, sorry, let me show you guys again. Over here, you click this. This shows you what your gradient's looking at. We want to be foreground to transparent. So once it's set on that, we're going to make another layer mask. And we're going to come here and we're going to bring it down. Bring it down. And you drag from one end and you bring it back and it creates a gradient. So let me go back and it'll make a gradient. So keep playing with it till you get the image that you want. Come from different directions. I like to start from the top, and yeah. Now once you get it to where you like it, you could come back to here, select your paintbrush, and you could paint back with white, sorry, and you could kind of make it look a little more realistic. So once you get that up, come over here, and what I like to do is kind of make like a little bit of a vignette of clouds. Don't go crazy. And yeah, and what you could do is come over here, select your black, and the Statue of Liberty will pop. Alright, so now we're at this point right now. If you look at all of his image, it's very, very foggy. And this is really hard to capture unless you're in the right place at the right time. It's a very misty morning. So the image we have right now is like very dull. It looks just like there's clouds around it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to enhance the clouds. So what we're going to do is we're just going to duplicate the original layer that we have right here of the clouds. So we do this by hitting Command J. And look at how drastic that is. And you can do it again if you want. And then you can adjust the opacity of different layers. And you could come here and you can take away parts of your clouds that you don't want, which is really cool. So make sure you're on black and you could paint away the different layers. So if you don't want it as dark up there, come here, and bam. There you have it. Obviously, you play there. Now, if you wanted to make this image, this is obviously something very, it's a political image. So you see here, it says refugees welcome. What you could do is you could go to your layer mask of the fog on a very, very low opacity where it says refugees welcome in my image. I would paint in black and I would kind of take away from it so you kind of see it coming through. Very, very low. Like that. And you see, there's the image. His pictures are taken amazingly. Obviously, this is just how you would fake his image. Now, if I was going to take this one step further, I would make a stamp of the whole layer. So now this can come off. Those are already done. This is my final image up here on the top. And I'll make it look nice. I'll put my NYX collection on top of it. Go to color effects. And now you could come over here and you could use black and white conversion and you could add more to it. You could do whatever you want to your image, which is pretty cool. But what I'm going to do is I could add a graduated fog, which is awesome about this plugin. It is free. It's from Google. Go check it out. Go get it. Go to Google, type in NYX Color Effects Pro 4, and there's tons, and it'll make the fog look even better. And you could play with everything here. You could change the fog method, which I kind of like for the most. Kind of gives it more of a blending. And you can adjust your shadows, and you can adjust your highlights within the image. So I really like that. And yeah, and then all you have to do is hit OK, and bam. There you have it. So go check out him on Instagram. I'll have him in the info box below. Tag him, tell him to check out this video. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!